What's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And I just finished looking at the New Orleans Saints versus Minnesota Vikings preseason game. A lot of things need to be discussed. The Saints end up losing the game by a score of 34-25. Uh, man, I gotta tell you, first and foremost, a couple things that stuck out to me. Number one was the opening drive. Man, the Minnesota Vikings just marched right down the field on them boys. Man, I mean, Kirk Cousins was out there. Man, he was perfect. I think he went like 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 or something like that. Man, Eli Apple, man, got absolutely posterized on that play. But I'm not gonna I ain't gonna go in too much on Eli Apple because that was just a good play by Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen is an incredible wide receiver. I know a lot of people don't really talk about this dude, but man, he the truth. And I think that he just made a really good play. Eli Apple had really good coverage, so I don't want to see anybody, try to diss Eli Apple on the opening drive, man, because only a few people are going to make that catch. And one of those people just so happened to be Adam Thielen. But the way that those guys marched down the field, man, I mean, no life. I understand it's preseason, but at the end of the day, you can't just be playing like, okay, I got this in the bag, man. I'm the starting cornerback, I'm the starting linebacker, or I'm the starting defensive end. Man, bump that, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really go hard every rep. And that's really, really concerning to me, man. Like, I know a lot of people were saying, like, oh man, it's preseason because I mentioned a lot of things on defense I was concerned about. And they were like, oh, it's preseason. It's preseason. I want you to understand something, all right? Okay, a lot of the defense that is being played is zone and cover two, all right? And it has a lot to do with assignments, okay? It has, like, if we talking about blitzing and all that kind of stuff, then maybe we can have a conversation, because blitzing is basically the brainchild of a defensive coordinator. But cover two and zone, okay, it's all about knowing what your assignment is. And a lot of guys were out of place, and that's very alarming for a secondary that has been together as long as these guys have. Now, people can say preseason this, preseason that, but y'all remember um, every single game for the last 3 years for the New Orleans Saints to open the season up, the secondary has been getting torched. And I just want to be honest. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. I'm not happy at what I saw. And that's the reason why they came out there in that second series, because they knew, the coaching staff knew that those guys didn't put forth a good effort, man. And it's sad, man. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, look, I understand. Like, you want to be on the side, you want to hang out, and you looking forward to the season, and you probably wonder to yourself, man, I really don't need to play. I'm gonna be ready. But you gotta be ready at all times, man. You gotta be ready at all times. I mean, Patrick Robinson, man, God bless him. I understand that he's a zone type corner, man. He ain't an outside corner, but getting smoked and posterized by a guy that's probably gonna be working at LA Fitness next week, I ain't feeling it, man. I ain't feeling it at all. Like, look, I just gotta call it for what it is, man. Look, enough of that. Oh, it's preseason. It's preseason. Here's a couple things that you seen for out of the Saints, and you probably say like, okay, I mean it's preseason, but cover two and zone, bro. That was concerning to me when I seen these guys like missing assignments in cover two and zone. Like, come on, like those are like, bruh, like anybody that understands football know those are like the two packages that get installed first. Cover two and zone, because they want to see a couple things. They want to make sure that you can actually make the tackle, that you can actually guard your man, and they did none of this in a first drive. Okay, Kirk Cousins was out there looking like Joe Montana, wheeling and dealing. I mean, come on, man, we gotta do better than that, man. That was just absolutely awful. But couple bright spots, man. I don't want to just keep on like just bashing them, but couple good spots, man. I seen Teddy Bridgewater, man. Look, I'm probably about to make a lot of people upset, all right, but I think it's time. that we put this whole Taysom Hill versus Teddy Bridgewater debate to bed. Okay, look, I like Taysom Hill. I like him, man. Good guy. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people love him, man. Locker room love him, man. Who That Nation love him. But he is not the future quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. He is not. He is not the future quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. I am sorry. I apologize. I'm going to hurt people's feelings. I understand why you like him. Ladies probably like him because they think he's cute. Guys probably like him because he got a lot of hustle. Look, hustle is cool, okay? You need hustle, okay? Let me tell you a couple people that had hustle, okay? Rocky Balboa had hustle, okay? Rudy from Notre Dame, the linebacker, had hustle, okay? Your kid who probably playing Pop Warner right now has hustle. And you know what hustle gets you? A pan pizza at Pizza Hut after a game. That's what it gets you, man. It's not going to get you any Super Bowls. It's not going to get you no division titles. It's not going to get you any of those things, all right? It's going to get you a pan pizza with pepperoni, extra cheese at Pizza Hut. It's not going to get you a Super Bowl, okay? So Taysom Hill, I like him. Put this guy in some exotic play offensively. Let him make a couple plays. But Teddy Bridgewater is the future of the New Orleans Saints. Look, if you do not see that right now, if you have not seen the fact that Teddy Bridgewater had opportunities to be a starter on other people's team and he has come back to New Orleans Saints, you have to look at the writing on the wall. Sean Payton promised this man something for you to give up so much money just to come back to be a backup. You know he the future, man. 14 of 19, 137 yards, 110 passer rating. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, the guy could have easily threw 2 touchdowns in the game. You know, I gotta say this, man. Michael Thomas, he missed that catch in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Like Trey Waynes, the defensive back for the Vikings, he could have he made a good play, but Michael Thomas had 2 hands on that football, man. So I don't know. You know, like that could have easily been 2 touchdowns for Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is a better quarterback than Taysom Hill. I'm sorry, folks. It's facts, okay? I seen a couple passes by Taysom Hill that ended up in the dirt, okay? When you're throwing more passes to the dirt than you are throwing to receivers, that's a problem, okay? Dirt, no. Wide receivers, yes, okay? Like Taysom Hill, put him in a wildcat, let him throw a ball downfield, line him up as a tight end, put him in, you know, somehow, because, I mean, he is a difference maker. But at the end of the day, it's time to put the quarterback controversy to bed. Teddy Bridgewater is better than Taysom Hill, all right? So, back to the defensive side of football. A couple things that stuck out to me. Very disappointed at Marcus Davenport. Very disappointed in him. A couple plays he could have set the edge. He did not do. I don't know what's going on here. You know, I know it's year 2. I seen all the interviews. I heard him talking. He was saying, like, you know, he was thinking too hard. It looked like he was thinking too hard tonight. And, you know, I understand. You know, the Saints gave up a first-round pick for you. I understand that. And there's a lot of pressure on you to perform. But at the end of the day, I think he could have played a lot better. I've seen a couple double teams. That's cool. But one-on-one, man, when you're going up against guys that are not going to be in the NFL in a couple weeks, you got to win those matchups, man. These guys are not going to be here, okay? Y'all, like I said, y'all need some personal trainers. These guys can be passing out cards really soon, okay? Marcus Davenport is a guy who is supposed to be in the league for like 7 or 8, even longer, you know what I'm saying, being a pass rusher, and the Saints believe in him. He has to go out there and he got to perform, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about him. I mean, the tackling was awful. Like, absolutely awful, man. Containment was awful. I mean, just downright awful, man. Like, there's a couple things, like I said, there are certain things that you look for in preseason. Number 1 is tackling. Number 2 is assignments, okay? I mean, I just didn't see that tonight. I did not see that. But I did see somebody that I mentioned on the earlier live that I did. I'm talking about Dwayne Washington, man. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling you. You heard it right here on the State of Saints podcast. Yours truly, TJ Jones, okay? Dwayne Washington will be in the starting rotation by the end of the season. It's going to happen, man. Y'all see this man running this football? Do y'all see him, man? This man was running on the offensive line, behind the offensive line, I should say, of a whole bunch of backups, man. A bunch of backups, and this guy still was getting positive yardage. I'm calling you this right now. Calling it, man. This guy is the, like, y'all remember Pierre Thomas back in the day? How Pierre Thomas just came out of absolutely nowhere, and you wonder to yourself, like, man, what this dude at, man, that's running this screen like this, man? Who is this guy that's running between the tackles, man? What Pierre? Who? From where? That's exactly what Dwayne Washington is, man. I'm telling you, be on the lookout for Dwayne Washington because Latavius Murray, he played all right tonight, but I'm telling you, this guy is injury prone, man. And when he gets injured, that's gonna be the last time y'all probably see that boy, because Dwayne Washington gonna be running wild. I'm telling you, man. This dude can catch out the backfield. He can run in between the tackles. He makes smart decisions. You know what I'm saying? He not like one of those guys that's really elusive. He's a one cut back, but he gets down the field. Every time he gets on the field, you know that he's there. I know a lot of people talking about Lil Jordan Humphreys. You know, he caught the little touchdown tonight. Hooray. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to hate on the man. But there was broken coverage. You know, I got a nitpick. That was broken coverage right there. And I noticed, like, right after, like, people was like, oh, man, y'all see Taysom Hill? No, man, don't do that. Don't do that. That was a busted coverage. I mean, the linebacker was out of position, and Lil Jordan Humphreys, you know what I'm saying, capitalized on that. You know what I'm saying? It's just facts. It's just facts. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you the truth. All right? But Lil Jordan Humphreys, I mean, he did get in the end zone. I like what Semi Cobb did tonight. Let me see. Let me see what else stood out to me. Man, honestly, that was about it. You know, that's about it, man. Like, Semi Cobb made a very good catch. I seen Teddy Bridgewater. Nobody defensively to me stood out. You know, nobody. Okay, I know Beagle, he had the fumble recovery, but nobody stood out defensively, man. They need to go back to the drawing board. I was very disappointed with the defense. Like, very disappointed. Like, I watched this game from start to finish. I wasn't too much concerned about the offense. I mean, the offense going to be all right. I mean, all them weapons, man, you know, those guys going to click. Okay, they had issues getting into the end zone tonight. Whatever. They going to fix that. Defensively, this is something that we've been seeing year after year after year. This is what I want to see improved. And what I seen tonight, man, like, there's nothing I saw tonight that makes me think, like, the Saints have took a step forward defensively. Okay, nothing, man. I mean, we know they can stop the run. They were number 2 in the NFL last season in stopping the run. The secondary was the problem, man. And when I seen tonight, like, guys just going up and down the field like you playing Madden on rookie, man, that ain't cutting it, man. Like, I want to see better. Like, man, honestly, I want to see an elite defense. Can you imagine if the Saints had an elite defense? As good as that offense is, man, the Saints would be unstoppable. But I'm tired, man. Like, guys, like, being in this system this long, man, and still messing up and still blowing assignments, man, getting smoked like brisket, burnt like a biscuit. I'm tired of it, man. Like, for real. Like, I want to see these guys go out here and generate some turnovers. No turnovers, man. Like, except for that fumble. I don't know what Abdullah was doing for Minnesota, man. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he tried to switch hands and drop the ball. But I want to see some guys catch some picks. I want to see some plays made, man. I want to see some guys jump in front of some routes. I want to see some risk takers, man. Like, for real. Like, man, I think Deion Sanders said it right. He said 5% of defensive players play to make a play. 95% just play not to get smoked or get embarrassed, man. What a playmakers at. That's all I'm saying. I heard about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I heard about Saquon Hampton. Where these boys at, man? Where these dudes at? Man, like, do something. Like, it's preseason, man. Like, your job is on the line, man. The Saints aren't the only team that's looking at you. Go out there and make a play. Sheesh. I hate the rant like this, but, man, I got to call a spade a spade. You know, I was very disappointed at the defense tonight. Preseason or not, man, two types of defense played. Cover 2 and zone all night long. Assignments getting blown. But let me hear what y'all have to say about a couple things, man. I'm going back down the feed here. Melissa said defense is looking tired for an opener. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is the first preseason game. Guys probably not really fully in shape, but that's still no excuse for you to be messing up on cover two and zone. No excuse, none. They're gonna need a lot more practice. That's from Sean Phillips. Absolutely, Sean. They definitely need some practice, man. Look, it's cool, man. I like the atmosphere at practice. You know, the music is blaring, the camaraderie is there, you know, and all that. That's cool, man. But these guys need to go out there and execute, man. Look, that's just what it is, man. Swag is one thing, man, but you need some execution too. Exactly, Melissa. Preseason my ass. Yeah, exactly. You know, man, forget all that. You know, like preseason, regular season, you should go hard, full throttle, no matter what. Never know who's looking at you, and you should play every down like it's your last. Okay, if you out there and you half stepping, man, I mean, there's possibilities you can get hurt. There's possibilities something can really truly happen to you. Like you gotta go hard, man. If you're in a game, you gotta go hard. Okay, you can't just be like, okay, I'm the starter for the Saints. They already picked me and all that, man. Bump all that, man. Play. You know what I'm saying? Because people are looking at you. If it ain't the coaches, you know what I'm saying, there's other players too, especially if you in a leadership role, like some of them guys in the secondary, man, like for real, like lead by example. That was horrible. Corners getting beat, absolutely. Like I said, Eli Apple, I let him slide on that play with Adam Thielen because only a few players are going to make that play, and Adam Thielen one of them. But at the end of the day, man, a couple plays I seen him getting smoked like brisket. Just a messy game. Was all over to me. Yeah, exactly, Carlene. It was a messy game, sloppy. I've been hearing a lot of things talking about how great practice has been and how good the defense been, and they've been getting the best of the offense. I don't know, man. If they've been getting the best of the offense, maybe we should need to be concerned about the Saints offense because that was horrible. Zone basic football 101. Exactly. Zone and cover two. Okay, that's basic football. I'm gonna just say this again. If you're a defensive coordinator and you go into training camp, the first two installments you're gonna have is your zone defense and your cover two. You rarely gonna see teams blitzing in preseason. Okay, it's just for you to get a good look at some of these guys and what they can bring to the table. Okay, they look tired. Lil Jordan looked ready though. Amanda said that. Yeah, man, he looked all right, man. You know, like I said, he was able to get open on that play. It was busted coverage, but I can respect that, man. He fought for the pylon, so I can respect that. Jerry said Bridgewater did great. I think so. I think he did do great. I think that Teddy Bridgewater really showed that he has what it takes to be a starter in the NFL. Like he showed poise in the pocket. I'm gonna nitpick a little bit. I think he held on to the ball a little bit too long on a couple plays. Okay, he kind of got himself sacked a couple times, but I think that's something that he needs to work on. Sometimes he gets a little selfish. You know what I'm saying? He gets a little greedy. You know, like he wants to hold on to the football to make that big play. Sometimes you got to take what the defense give you, man, to get that ball downfield, get some first downs. Let's see. Hill is good on special teams. Yeah, he is good on special teams. He's a great special team player, just not a good quarterback. I'm sorry. What I've been saying, Teddy is that guy. I agree. Defense has to tighten up. That's from Bradford. Absolutely. You think Teddy is going to be equipped to take Drew's spot when Drew retires? Absolutely. Like I said, that's the reason why he came back. The reason why he came back to the Saints is because he was promised a starting job. Now, they can't come out here and say that, of course, okay? You know, NFL, you know, you got to politic, you know, and be like, oh, yeah, you know, I just like this team, and this team has a lot, and they have what it takes, and blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of lip service and bland pleasantries and whatever like that. But we all know the truth, man. Teddy Bridgewater probably was promised that Drew Brees is only going to be playing a couple more years, and they want him to be the future of the team. That's just a fact. Okay, that's just facts. Ain't nobody about to turn down no starting job in the National Football League if they weren't promised the moon and stars. I'm sorry. It's facts, okay? Look, if somebody promised you $20 million, okay, $20 million for you to go play for the Miami Dolphins, would you give up that money to go sit on a bench and make $7 million less unless somebody promised you something? I don't believe it. We started out bad last year too. Yeah, that's true, Melissa. We did start out bad last year, but sometimes I mean, you get tired of that stuff, man. You want to see some improvement, man. I don't want to see that same old song and dance. Okay. Dominique said, "Good call by Dwayne Washington is legit. He is, man. Every time he gets into the game, he does something good. Last year against the Bengals, even though that game was a blowout, he played well. And in the Carolina Panther game, Week 17, he played well. This guy going, I'm telling you, man, like he is going to be on the field, man. He is going to be on the field, and if he don't make the Saints team, man, he gonna be on somebody's team producing in a major way. And the Saints would be crazy to get rid of this dude. I'm telling you." Let's see. Lynn Salter says Saints stink. I don't know if you're a Saints fan or not. I don't think the Saints stink. I just think that they just were bad at executing tonight. So I don't know. Maybe you're a Falcon fan or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you're trolling. Okay, I don't know. And if you're not trolling, please, I need you to elaborate, because the Saints don't stink. They just did not do well tonight. Number 85 is garbage. No, that ain't true. Dan Arnold was one of the only tight ends that scored a touchdown tonight. And I like Dan Arnold's hustle. Okay, so I don't think he sucks. I think he's pretty good. Defense is horrible. I don't think they're horrible. They just did bad tonight. He said Jacquez Rodgers is out of there. He shouldn't have even been in there. I don't even know how he got here. Like, to be honest with you, I was just looking at New Orleans Saints website, and all of a sudden I just seen Jacquez Rodgers. I'm like, where he come from? I didn't even know he was still in the league. But Drew Brees is going to have to score 50 a game to win. I don't agree with that, man. I think that this, like, let's not completely just jump off the ledge here, okay? Let's pump our brakes just a tad bit. They played bad tonight, okay? But that don't mean they're gonna play bad all season, all right? They might right. Well, I don't want to say they might. They're gonna right the wrong, like they just played awful tonight. I just think they just wasn't in it. I don't know why. It just seemed like they were just disinterested or something. Remember this is for coaching to get real film from rookies. The input is to see if they can bind with different players in different situations, adjustments for a lot of rookies. That's true. That's true though, Dwight. I agree with that. But check this out right here, man. Like, if the coaching staff is telling you, okay, man, look, I don't need you to play safety, all right? Your job is to guard the tight end, okay? Make sure that you blanket him. Make sure he do not catch the ball, and if he does catch the ball, wrap him up for a tackle. If you're not doing that, and that's a problem. Look, you can talk about camaraderie and chemistry all you want to, man, but if the quarterback throws this guy the ball, you can't tackle him. That's a problem. If you cannot, deflect the ball away from a receiver, that's a problem. Okay, so regardless to what they trying to do, man, if you're not doing your job, that's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, the Saints lose 34-25. Once again, not very excited about it, but I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you all think. Thank you all for checking out this video. The State of the Saints podcast is available on YouTube. YouTube.com, search The State of the Saints podcast. And you can check it out also on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. What y'all think about Taysom Hill? What y'all think about Teddy Bridgewater? What y'all think about the defense? Who stood out to you, okay? And did Emmanuel Butler play at all? Did anybody see Emmanuel Butler on the field? Somebody, real quick, before I go. Anybody seen Emmanuel Butler on the field? Anybody? Anybody seen him? Because it seemed like I didn't see him. I seen him on the sidelines. I know he dressed, but I don't know if he played in the game at all. If he did, man, he did absolutely nothing. I don't want to talk about him if he wasn't playing in the game. So if anybody's seen number 17 for the New Orleans Saints out there, let me know, okay? I'm interested to know that. But don't seem like anybody's responding to that question. But please do. I still would like to know, even though the video is over. Okay? Till next time, all I have to say is, who that?